Do you ever feel lost and overwhelmed with the amount of thoughts and things that you have to do? Maybe your trip is ending and many thoughts come into your head that you feel like you're about to explode with anxiety. When I came here to Argentina just to visit my family, I knew I wanted to stay longer, but I wasn't sure until the very end. And so, just one day before we had to move, we decided that we are going to stay at the same place. But thinking about this kept us in a loop of not knowing what to do. Our plans were not cleared enough. What you learn out of these situations that when you take action, it's easier to not feel overwhelmed by thoughts and things that I have to do. We also have a certain amount of time that we can use our amenities and go to places, etc. Even if we want to go to eat out to dinner, we know that there's places that close. These places already have a schedule. If you don't have a schedule, if you don't have a plan, it's going to be way easier for you to feel lost. And this happens to everybody. But what do I do if I don't want to feel this way? You have to take action. First, take action and think about the plans ahead of time and think, okay, so where do I want to be in 1 week, in 1 month, or in 1 year, etc. And it's going to be easier for you. It's just like a restaurant. A restaurant knows that opens every day at certain time and it closes at certain time. And then it might not open on one day of the week or during holidays, depending on how they do it. You have to do the same thing for yourself. And not only this will help. When I'm struggling with thoughts after thoughts, overthinking, what do I do? Where do I go? The best thing that you can do is literally grab a book, the book that you are already reading. And if you're not, grab a book, but the book has to be about self development or self help. When you're reading, you're literally hanging out with the author of the book. And if it's a really good book, it has immense great advice for you. One of the best things that says is this quote: give me 4 hours to knock down a tree with an axe, and I'll spend 4 hours sharpening the axe before I knock down the tree. Now, the axe is you. Work so much on yourself first that anything else will be easier. And one of the best things that you can do to work on yourself is start to control your thoughts. Control your thoughts. Sometimes this might seem so simple. It's so simple. Oh my God, yes, I can control my thoughts. But wait until you are in a situation that actually overwhelms you with thoughts and decisions and everything that you have to do. In my case, is having to leave a place, finding another apartment, extending my stay. Maybe I want to stay more days because I want to spend Christmas with my family. I have my husband who has another family that I love and I want to have Christmas with both. But you have to balance it out. First, we might have spent too many Christmas with his family the past 5 years. So let's have at least one with my family and he gets to see what that feels like. What is the difference? His family has a plan for what Christmas is going to be like, and my family doesn't have a plan. I have to make the plan. So you can imagine how much thinking this takes and how easily I can get overwhelmed with this. But once I take action and I say, I'm going to control my thoughts, I know I can do this, and I'm going to make decisions fast, that's going to help me to do way better moves that are going to make me feel better about myself instead of feeling like I'm behind or I don't have control over things that I want to do. So, if you start taking action, grab the book when you need to. You won't regret because one of the best things that a book does to you is that it helps you think more clearly. You are very focused into what you're reading, and that's it's like having a dialogue with somebody. In this case, you're having a dialogue, you're having a real conversation with the author, and you have to listen because this is your coach. You have to listen and pay attention, and then you notice that all the advice is giving you is to not be wasted. It's so good that you're like, this advice, this that I'm reading is so good, I don't want to waste it. And how you don't waste it? You take action. You learn what it says. You basically take action into what the author is saying. If the author says, do baby steps before you try to do something huge, do the baby steps one step at a time. If the author is telling you, read 10 pages, at least 10 pages a day, listen to it and try to do it as well. If the author is telling you, work on yourself because your success is going to be the progressive realization of a worthy ideal, which means you working towards making yourself better to achieve your goals, because results will always be on the past, but what is always progressing is what you're doing now and every day, little by little, with the baby steps. Not what is going to happen or the destination or the results. Results stay in the past. What works is what you're doing consistently every day. And the best thing that you can do is literally stay consistent. Hang out and surround yourself with people that are consistent. Read the right books because the authors are who they are because they were consistent. Be consistent and everything will change in your life. If you don't feel like you're good enough of a planner, if you don't feel like you're good enough at being consistent or reading your books or making your business better, is because you are not taking daily actions that are baby steps that are going to make you a way better planner. If you want to be a better planner, then start little by little. Plan one day, plan your week, plan your month until you can plan your entire year, until you can plan 10 years from now, because in 10 years you want to be a certain person or you want your business to be at a certain level. Take little daily actions, and it will be easier for you to not overthink and not worry about external things that maybe are not in your control. What it is in your control is what you think, control your thoughts, and what you do daily. But this is all I wanted to talk in this video. I hope you really like this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.